Last week, two young people on the diplomatic staff at Israel's embassy in Washington, D.C., Yaron Lishinsky and Sarah Lynn Milgram, were murdered on the street as they were leaving the Capital Jewish Museum. They were a couple. Yaron was planning to propose this week in Jerusalem. They were gunned down in cold blood by a terrorist screaming, "Free Palestine." This was an act of anti-Semitic terrorism. However, the gunman was the last link in a much longer chain, one that stretches from hate-filled protests on social media, lies, and to the halls of the United Nations. When UN officials like Mr. Tom Fletcher accuse Israel of genocide, when they irresponsibly claim that, quote, and I quote it now, 14,000 babies will die in the next 48 hours, they are not engaging in advocacy, they are engaging in incitement. That claim was a lie. Mr. Fletcher quietly retracted it, but the damage was already done. It is no coincidence that this statement was made just 2 days before Yaron and Sarah were murdered. We cannot ignore the role that reckless remarks play in fueling violence. Mr. Fletcher and others like him must be held accountable. Meanwhile, Israel continues to act with restraint and responsibility, even in the face of lies. We are facilitating humanitarian aid into Gaza through two mechanisms: the existing track crossings and a new system created in coordination with the US and international partners. Since May 19, almost 9,000 tons of aid have entered Gaza, carrying food, medical supplies, and shelter equipment. In the past 2 weeks, 4 new aid distribution centers were established inside Gaza. 2 of them are already open. Those centers distribute food packages to thousands of families, despite Hamas establishing roadblocks and checkpoints to prevent civilians from reaching the aid. As we speak, there are more than 400 trucks already on the Gaza side of the fence, waiting to be distributed, but the UN has failed to pick them up. We opened the crossings, we provided safe routes for those trucks, but the UN did not show up. So let me be clear, the UN must stop spreading panic and start moving aid. Put your ego aside, pick up the aid, and do your job. Finally,